Okay, so I'm an entrepreneur. Who knows what an entrepreneur is?
They have their own business that they created.
Wow. Did you do research before this?
Yeah.
You just knew that?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's right. It's a business, someone that starts a business that's never really existed before. Who knows what a business is? Henry.
A business is like where it's kind of like a company, but a business is where like a business is where like you have your own
That's not, yeah. Can you help out? I know you know it.
It's like an organization that sells products, and you get to like pick your own product or like a service.
Correct.
Yeah.
Guys,
That's what my
I
mom
feel like you
does.
guys did research before this or something. Wow.
My mom
It's a business is when you sell. Don't talk, guys. Alice, come on. You ready? You guys ready? I'm losing you ready? So a business is when you have a product or a service and you sell it for a profit. So who knows what a profit is?
It's kind of like a price.
Kind of like a price? Could someone help a little more? London?
A profit is the money you get, and like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean a profit is, so if you sell something for $5 and it costs you $3 to make it, what's the profit?
Two.
Right, and if you have a business, you need to have a profit or else the business won't exist. You won't have money to have a business, right? Right. So, all right, so now, so you guys know I'm an entrepreneur. So what are some traits you think of an entrepreneur? Like, what are some traits you have to be an entrepreneur?
Creative.
Creative for sure, because you have to have an idea to come up with to have a business. Someone else, yeah?
Persuasive.
Persuasive, what you want to sell.
Persuade people to buy your product.
Yeah.
Leader.
A leader?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are like, these are like my notes here. This is like a sharp class here. Alice?
You have to be smart.
There's no question. Who's supposed to be smart anyway?
Add money.
And what's that?
You have to know how to add money.
Know how to add money? Okay. What about a risk taker? You need to be a risk taker? You know what a risk taker is? Because if you're starting a business, you're taking a risk, right? To start a business, because you could lose everything. So you have to be a risk taker. Okay, we're gonna Stella, do you have one more thing you want to add?
Yeah. You have to be like you want to be like open to like new experiences. I mean experiments. Like you want to experiment like what like I bet everybody knows this, but like what would happen if you put like what are they called? Those little things in Coke. Yeah, Mentos in Coke.
You gotta be willing
like open to like
experiment.
do that.
Yes. So, okay, so you guys, so entrepreneurs also, they solve problems. Most of the time their businesses are solving problems, okay? And they also create jobs, which is great. So when you start a business, usually you're gonna hire people, so you're creating jobs, so is that a good thing?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so does any of your parents or grandparents, are they entrepreneurs, any of them?
I am.
Wyatt?
Yeah.
My grandpa owned the cleaners, and my grandparents now own a restaurant together.
Okay.
My great grandpa founded a company that sells and makes car parts.
Okay, wow.
My mom makes jackets.
I've seen your mom, actually, one of her photo shoots. They're really nice jackets. London, your dad I know very well. He's an entrepreneur. Yes, he does. Okay. So, all right. So that's great, you guys. So you guys have some family members that are entrepreneurs. We have enough of those for now. We'll keep going. You just gotta try this one, right? So you guys know when you're an entrepreneur, a lot of times it comes from just like when you were born. Like some people are entrepreneurs and all their lives. That's they were meant to be. Because not a lot of people are entrepreneurs. Like a small part of the population are entrepreneurs. So when I was 10 years old, how old are you guys?
11.
So about the same age as you guys, I was at overnight camp. This is my first time I had like an entrepreneurial experience. And I'm old, so back then we used to have comic books. I don't think comic books are really a big deal anymore, but that was a big thing. So everyone would bring comic books to camp, right? But so everyone at camp, we went to overnight camp for like 4 weeks. You would read the comic books, and then you were done with your comic books. So my idea when I was only 10 was to say, hey, well this cabin has all these comic books, and this cabin has all these comic books. So I was actually became like a comic book broker. I was trading comic books between cabins, and I was selling comic books, and So when I was 10 years old, I came home from camp, I had a duffel bag full of comic books and money. My mom's like, what is this? So I've been an entrepreneur since I was 10 years old. And then when I was in college, I started my first official business in college, where I was putting pop machines and candy machines in dorms. This is in the 90s, so a long time ago. So I've been thinking about, I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time. All right, so now I want to tell you guys really quickly about my current businesses, just quickly, and then we're going to talk about some businesses that you guys might want to start, and we'll tackle that. So, all right, well, first off, do you guys, who knows what General Motors does? Someone different. You know, Hugo, you know General Motors? Ever heard of it? Someone help? You don't know? You know? Take it. What do you think?
Like it makes motors?
Well, that's a good guess. And they might, but the main thing they make, Evan, they make cars. Okay, like GMC, Chevrolet. What's some good brands of General Motors? Ford is different. Ford is a different company. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so General Motors makes cars, and to make cars, you need machinery. Okay, so I have a business. It's called Equipped. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a picture of it. And what it does is it helps companies like General Motors find machines they need to make cars. Okay, so the solution that my business solved is like General Motors needs these machines. Okay, so this is kind of not the best parent. It's called buying and selling equipment. And this is an example of a machine that is on my website. So I have a website that I started to solve the problem. We have 100,000 machines. Where's the picture? I got the wrong one.
You want me to pull up your one?
No. Sorry. I mean, I figure we'll just keep going. This is not that exciting. It's kind of. See this machine? See how much it costs? $30,000. That's actually pretty cheap. These machines are often like $200,000. This is actually a cheap machine. This is a used machine. But General Motors would buy this machine. You probably can't tell much what it would be, and this is going to help it make cars. Okay. So my website, they go to my website and find machines. So I'm solving a problem there by helping them find the machines they need to make cars. Okay. So that's called Equipped. I don't know why I didn't say that. So any questions about that business? I started that business in 1999, and that's on the internet. So the internet was only just starting out then. That was like Google started like in 1998. Amazon started in 1995. So when I started my company, the internet company was only in 1999, which was a long time ago. So it was ahead of, it was forward thinking. Okay. So then I have another business, maybe it's a little more exciting to you guys, called the D Zone. The D Zone. Some of you guys know about it. And you hear Evan goes to all these basketball games and football games. We help high school basketball and football players get scholarships to play in college. Who knows what a scholarship is? Who haven't I not called on yet? Kathy.
It's like scholarship. It's just like, it's almost like, it's like writing something about yourself, saying that like you should go to this like school or place.
That's more like an essay to get into college. What's a scholarship? But it's a good try. But these are new things here we're learning.
It's like you get to go to college for like less than most people have to pay if you have like a special talent.
That's pretty right on. Actually, a lot of times it's free. So you can get a scholarship by sports, academics, or other things. That's like the main thing. So some of these athletes that are playing high school basketball and football and other sports, we only do these two sports, they get a free ride, they call it, to college because they're really good. And the team wants to, recruit them. And if they go to that college, it's free. So that, whereas some people go to Michigan, it's like $40,000, they're going for free. But the reason they're going free is they're playing on the team. So this is a picture of the D Zone, okay? And you see, this is a player that actually, he's visiting Cincinnati. He goes to Berkeley. You guys know Berkeley? So he goes to Berkeley High School. And this is an example of a player on the D Zone. And then college coaches all around the country would look at our site to find players. So what problem are we solving? We're helping high school students get scholarships to go to college. You want to say something, Zach?
What does the D stand for?
It's a good question. It's kind of like it's more like Detroit and like the zone around it, but it's a good question.
Looks like the Detroit Tigers logo.
Yeah, it does look like it. You're right. It's not. Yeah, you wanna say something?
This is just
Ainsley?
a comment. My
Yeah.
dad got a golf scholarship.
He got it, really? So he must be, see, if you get a scholarship to play sports in college, you are usually like the top in the state. So must be really good. Does he still play golf?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to get a scholarship. Anyone else want to say something about scholarships or the D zone? Okay, so we did a lot of the part that I want to get through, guys, which is just hearing a little bit about me. I've always been an entrepreneur since I was little. I have these two businesses. I actually have started about 15 companies over the years. So I'm kind of like a serial entrepreneur, which means I'm just always starting businesses, which I love to do. And I'll probably never retire. And I have great staff. My Equipped has 35 employees. The D Zone has about 10 employees. So I have a lot of people helping me, which is really helpful. And so I'm lucky to have that. So I think Ms. Lagana asked you guys, and hopefully maybe you guys thought about this. I want just people to say some businesses maybe that they would like to start. And by the way, not everyone's an entrepreneur, so maybe you could say what you want to be when you grow older. And I want to say one more thing. You don't have to know, I mean, I have older kids too. If you don't know what you like yet, just experience a lot of different things and find out what you love, because you're in my camera. But so you guys understand that? So I'm glad you guys have these ideas, but not everyone's gonna have these ideas right now, and it does not matter. You should just keep learning and experiencing things. Okay, why don't we go, we're gonna kind of go in order. Okay, we gotta be brief though, okay, because we don't want to take up too much time with this. Go ahead.
I want to be an actress, or I also want to start my own interior design company.
Okay, so that's the business part, because the actress is more like a career. Interior design, okay. My writing is not great, that's why I'm not a teacher, I think. Well, I guess all teachers aren't good writing, right?
Let's say.
Interior design, this is just, okay, what about you?
I want to make a skincare brand.
A skincare brand?
Yeah.
What's that?
And a makeup brand.
So we'll just kind of combine those with skincare, I like that. Okay. Okay, what about you? Did you have one? Lynn?
Yeah, but I want to make art brands,
Art, like, so
Yeah,
you wanna, what do you mean?
tools and paints and stuff.
Oh, so you wanna make
Yeah.
tools for art, for people to use to do art?
Mhm.
Oh, that's actually really good. I would buy some of that. So art, man, that's a good one. Now do you like making things?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's usually, if you like something like that, you're a good person to start a business like that. Anyone else over here?
I
Carlin?
would probably also do what Ainsley did, like skincare and makeup brand. But I may also do like a service of skincare and makeup, where like I just do some makeup.
So like, it's like double, you could sell a product and have a service with it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just say times two here, and then with the service too.
Interior designer.
Oh, how do you get rid of that?
People just put your
Push down and with your hand.
And a service.
Oh, my hand like that?
Mm-hmm. And then hold it, and a square will come up.
a square.
Yep, yeah.
Could you still have
We can't do all
And, no,
that.
you just erase it.
Oh, once it squares up, you.
You just, yeah.
Thanks, Evan. Okay, that's a good one. Harley and Ainsley, are you guys willing to be partners?
Yes.
Because it's
And
good to
Leighton.
have a co-founder when you have a business too. Why do you think it's good to have a co-founder or another person running the business with you? What do you think?
Because you can have more ideas and be more creative.
More ideas, more help. It's a lot of work having your own business. So, all right, Stella?
I would like have to smooth like all my paintings. I paint.
Like an art fair?
Yeah,
Art,
kind of.
art,
Like I would
art,
like.
art, to museum, art
Yeah,
gallery?
Yeah, like I would
Okay.
like paintings and like I'll mix up into prices
Okay,
and sell them.
wow. Maybe, Ainsley and Harley could sell some of their art products in your gallery. Okay, what's next? Evan?
I do like a professional flag football league, so for people, kids, parents who don't let them play tackle.
Flag football league. So you'll never be on the D zone then with flag football, but that's okay.
Aren't they starting that as an actual sport?
Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger.
It's- I was
And girls and
Yeah.
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 Okay, who else? Wyatt?
I want to be an architect and own my own firm.
So you architect, which is a good career, and then you want to have a business around it, not just have like be an architect for somebody else. You want to have your own firm. Very ambitious. I think I know how to spell this. Architect.
Okay.
Is that wrong?
That's
It's close enough. Close enough. I'm a decent speller.
same thing
Layton?
as Carlin and Ainsley.
Are you looking to go into business with them, or you want to start your own thing?
Us three. We
Three?
all started
Hey, that's a
together.
powerful group right there. Our brand.
Co-founder.
Wait, that's who
Coco.
who did the skincare?
I want to be a Coco.
What?
Me
Okay.
and also makeup, and then we would like.
We would do
someone's too.
We would
co-founder. I want to find a Coco.
I want to invest. Can I invest?
Yeah.
Actually, I remember a topic I forgot. I might go back to it. Okay, go ahead.
I want to do like mother's helper or babysitting, and I actually have a business called KMH.
You already have a business?
It's not fully
Started
ready to
yet?
start,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's there.
Mother's helper.
Haven't we had that since?
What if it's a single dad? Can they hire you?
I babysit.
Sure.
So maybe need parent helper, 'cause I need help and I'm not a mother. What's that?
Jade kind of scares me.
Who does?
Jade, your
Oh.
daughter.
It's another topic. Okay, go ahead.
I want to be like a child therapist, and
Ooh.
I was thinking
Big demand for that these days.
of like starting my own business for that, like making my own thing, but still being able to be a therapist.
So you want to have maybe other therapists under
Yeah.
your whole thing, but you also want to be one yourself.
Yeah.
It's sort of like you want to be an architect with other architects in the front. Okay, you guys are ambitious. Wow. All right. I might hire you guys for all this stuff. Okay. Okay, who else? Okay, now we're at Henry.
I want to be a video game designer.
Oh,
I want to own a video game designing.
So you want to do video? Okay, because and by the way, it doesn't matter if you. Not everybody's an entrepreneur. So if you want to just do a craft like video game design, you get a great job making a lot of money. That's So it's, if you want to have your own business too, but just remember, having the business sometimes is a pain because you have to run a lot of different things and you can't just focus on doing the job. So just remember that. But okay, video game design, very big field nowadays and lucrative, a lot of money. You know about all this? What's that?
I said, there you go, Henry.
Yeah, you can make 6 figures right off the bat. Yeah. You thinking about it?
I'm thinking about this now.
Like, who wants to be a teacher? Come on, birthday. I'm joking.
I know. That didn't
There we go.
go.
There we go. There we go.
I didn't say
Teachers
that
are
because it's a
huge.
career, not
Okay,
a business.
Zach. I know you want to get yours too. Yeah.
I want to be a neurosurgeon or a cardiologist.
So we're gonna say doctor. Now, do you want to? You want neurosurgeon? You're missing doctor. That's
Like, I don't.
how'd you pick that? Zach, how'd you come up with that? That you wanted to be that?
You want to be those.
Zach, how'd you come up with that specific specialty as a doctor?
Well, my dad's an eye doctor, and I don't know, I just want to be like that.
I spelled doctor wrong?
Yeah.
How's that wrong?
No, that's right.
Wrong.
It's not ER. It's DOCTOR.
It's just my writing. That's definitely how you spell doctor. Unless you're the one
My mom
that
told me
thinks
to
it's
spell
spelled
doctor.
differently.
I want to go
Honestly,
down there and
some
upgrade
when
my
I'm
surgery.
with them, and then they start correcting you, then you don't know, then you just go
Like-
doctor.
What do you see
You're
wrong
good. So
there?
the ER, you don't want to have them.
Okay,
And that would
tell me
be
for a
doctor.
second.
Jake?
Yeah, Jake. That's right. All right, Jake, what's up? Finish us off.
So I want to be a coder. Me and Henry actually work together.
So you want to be like a not video game or just like a web program?
No, like a video game coder.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else want to add something? Colin, he speaks. He speaks.
An NHL player or like make my own NHL team.
So buying an NHL team is like $1 billion. You got to do some stuff before you get to
Or
that.
I could make my own team.
What's that?
Or I could make my own team from somewhere else.
Okay, so you want to first you want to be an NHL player.
Yeah.
Must be pretty good. Anyone seen him play hockey?
Yeah.
I have.
Is he good?
I played against him.
The new football league.
Oh,
What's the new
yeah.
Football league.
You
There's-
look out?
Michigan has a team. Yeah.
USL? Michigan Panthers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay, that's
Northern
good.
Michigan?
Okay, and you still, I thought I got yours already.
I know Michigan.
We're just gonna do one for everyone, okay? Just one per person. Okay, so we're doing good time. So anyone else wanna add something? Okay, so we're gonna pick one now. Before we do that though, what's some, some things that we have to do when you start a business? And
You
what's
wanna
some-
write still?
No,
I'm gonna
it's
keep
fine.
this,
It's
but I'm
actually
gonna fold it over.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if I want to, but maybe. So tell me what is some things you need to do if you want to start a business, okay?
For like mothers helping and babysitting, you're gonna need like
Well, I'm
toys and
sorry
stuff.
to interrupt. I'm saying generally right now,
Okay,
because
then,
we're gonna pick something and then we're gonna all
and,
contribute.
like
But
money.
so you need money. Okay, so you need money. I'll get you set. Carly. So hold on, let's talk about that, you guys. You need money to start a business. So where can you get money? Where can you get money?
I get $20 a week at stores.
Okay, that's you need more money than that. Though. Where's some other ideas? Where can you get money? Cece.
My parents.
Okay, but what if you're like older and starting a business? But
Yeah,
let's try to be a little,
Like how much?
There's other answers, okay?
Maybe
Carly?
you could like how much? Just like if you already have something, if you have like something at your house to do, like the service or something, maybe you could buy your house at the store.
But is that how you need money?
I don't think
Oh, like, okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea.
One
Let's
person
keep
at
it
a
going. Alice?
Oh, you can take a loan from the bank.
Okay, that's a good one. A bank. So a bank, but a bank's actually gonna give you money.
You gotta give it.
Right, but
You have to have a good credit score.
you have to have a good credit score. Someone might have to sign for you if you don't have any past history. But a bank definitely is one of the answers I was looking for. Another one.
You can get people to invest in your business. So
Absolutely, it's a great one, and it could. And who can invest in your business?
go.
Someone said. I mean, obviously your parents, your friends,
My mom.
My mommy.
friends and family. Okay, Colin. What else?
You can just invest.
You can put your own money. Exactly. That,
Right from
just
my
so you
bank
got, so,
account.
so to start, Equipped, which is now 26 years old, I took our wedding money, and I'm like, my wife was like, "What are you doing?" Just trust me. So I took our wedding money to start my business. That was very risky, but it's turned out very well. But that was a risk. So that was so Colin's right. You could use your own money. For my other business, I had an investor because they saw that I was experienced and successful, and they gave me money. So what do you think I had to give them for the money, though? Zach?
Like products from your business or something?
I know.
Not possible? What?
They get a percent of your business.
Yes, that is exactly right.
like on
So there's
Shopify.
100% of my business. I have it's 100%. If someone gave me like $1 million, we would agree on a percentage. So I might give them 20% of the business for $1 million, which means the business is worth a lot more than $1 million because I only give them 20%. There's just examples, but you give away some of your company to get money. What, Linda?
You could also get a day job at Burger King.
To save money to then start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burger King.
Yeah. So anyway, so why? Yeah, why?
One more thing is this isn't like completely on the topic, but
Yeah.
you never
What's,
want to take out too much debt, too much money for a loan.
why not? I think that's probably true, right? Why not?
Because if you don't know how
Too much of a risk?
successful the
Yeah.
business is going to be, you don't want to take too much of a risk.
Correct, but entrepreneurs, they are usually risk takers in general, so they are taking risks. Like, again, I took all of our wedding money to start this business, so you're right. But most times entrepreneurs are willing to take the risk to start a business because they think they're optimistic. Okay, Ainsley?
You could go on Shark Tank.
It's a great one. You guys ever seen that show?
Yeah.
That's why I want to know a lot of this stuff.
All the time. I can't really
'Cause-
present.
My mom.
Yeah, you go on Shark Tank. That's a great show. And those are the sharks. And what are the sharks? Are they investors?
Yes.
They're investors. Okay, guys, keep paying attention. All right, so guys, now we got to invest money, or not, excuse me, we got to raise money, get money. Then what's another thing you have to do when you start a business? Evan?
I was going to say get more.
Well, we done talking about that.
You need to get people who want to work with you, like hire people.
Yeah, but you might not want to do that right away because you don't have a lot of money. But you're right, because you can only do so much yourself. So you definitely want to hire people. I'm looking for a couple other things. Stella?
You could go like on like your parents
go to your parents and like ask them if you don't have a phone, you can ask them. Never mind, you have a phone.
Okay, Alice?
So like, if you had like a phone, you would like, post something on like something like a new job coming soon, like art fair videos.
I like that, Stella. I'm glad, yeah. Alice?
I was gonna say like ads, you have to think a little bit so you can buy some commercials.
So now you're talking about marketing. So marketing, what were you say, Carlin? You say, oh, so marketing. But before, just one step. You guys, you have to register your business. If you want to have a real business, you actually have to go to the state and get a business license and pay money and get like an ID. You actually, to be legitimate, because you have to be legitimate. You have to pay taxes when you have a business. So how do you pay taxes? You have to have
Money.
You have to, well, yeah, but you have to have something with the state. Some people don't all do that, but you should do it the right way. Okay, and then that's the last thing I was gonna say. So let's pick a business and talk about what we need to do and talk about 10 more minutes. Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
a few of them
so
leave for,
where's that
you
one?
wanna go back to the list?
Yeah. We're almost done here. So.
No, a few of them have to go safeties, but you keep
Okay.
going.
Yeah. So I was thinking because there's 3 people. Where'd they all go?
They have safeties.
Oh, so
Two of them have safeties. I'm here.
Oh yeah, but we can always do
I know we're definitely gonna pick a business though, because we can't pick some of these things because they're more careers, which is fine. Go back to. I was thinking either this one or this one. But you're the only one here from that one, right?
Yeah, but they were one. I can do it. Yes.
I still help.
Help me out here. How do I decide which one is this?
Whichever one you want.
I mean, I don't.
Which ones were you thinking about taking?
Well, this one because there was 3 people with 2 of them left, but I was thinking maybe
We're
this.
gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Ms. Lagan, for helping me say. Yeah, this is for just to learn a little bit. We're all in this together, okay? Okay, so we're gonna start this business. It's your business, right, Ainsley?
Yeah.
Okay, so just give us like you guys never heard of an elevator pitch, right? What's an elevator pitch? You're on Shark Tank, and you have like 60 seconds to say your business.
Yeah.
What do you raise your hand?
Basically, to answer the question.
No, I'm not asking a question.
Oh.
So Ainsley's gonna tell us quickly about what this business is. We picked your business, Leighton and Harley. But
Yay.
all right, so tell us what the business is real fast, and then we'll try and finish up here.
About what?
Well, what's your business?
What's it?
What does it do? What is it? Yeah, you don't have to know the name, just like the concept.
Well, it's going to be a skincare brand at Sephora, and also maybe a makeup brand. And we're also going to do people's makeup with the makeup products that we
Okay.
make.
And you're gonna actually use your own products when you do the makeup for people, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what's something that they need to do right off the bat? They need to do what? Yes.
They have to make money and get a business license.
They have to, well, not make money, they have to get money, right? Because they're not going to make money until they have money to start making a product or service. What are you going to say?
They also need to make the product.
Okay, so how are they going to make the product? Like, where are they going to do that?
I don't know.
You haven't figured that out yet?
No.
In a lab.
Maybe in the beginning when you're making your own product, Ainsley, you could do it like literally in your
Basement.
I could
to
do
save
other
money.
products
And then when it's successful later, then you can get like a factory, right?
Yeah.
Because in the beginning you got to keep like Evan, what are you going to say?
You gotta get like a place to create the products and like do the nails.
But that costs a lot of money. What about what about marketing this bit? Do you want to say something, Henry?
Well, I was just gonna say a simple way to make hand sanitizer is just like get water and like put different like smell. Like you could like use like a lemon smell or a lime smell.
Okay. What you guys? One thing we haven't talked about at all. What's marketing? What is marketing? We're almost done here. I'm gonna lose you guys. What's marketing? I know you some of that didn't answer something before. Go ahead. You answer first.
You could use like.
How do you market? What is marketing?
It's like putting your idea out there so other people in the world can see, and then you could use like social media, or you can like make a billboard.
Billboards are really expensive, but yeah, and social media is pretty easy and expensive. Like, what's some social media places you could post about your product?
TikTok.
TikTok's a good one. What else? Instagram is really good for that. Facebook.
Meta. YouTube is
Yeah.
a lot
Twitter. What's that? Twitter. Okay, so what's another form of marketing besides social media?
Tabia.
What's that? What? London?
Holding up a sign in front of your store while you're dressed like your store mascot.
What if you don't have a
Okay.
So that's
Oh,
gonna be a
yeah.
big store.
What,
I'm gonna
Henry?
Telemarketing.
like the first.
All right, we only have about 2 more minutes, you guys.
Telemarketing.
Telemarketing, yeah. Would that work for this, baby? Yeah. What about giving away like maybe some free samples?
Yeah.
Like you can like
Costco.
That's what they do at the Sweet Factory.
Costco. Maybe you get a deal with Costco.
That would be hard.
Hold on.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
What is it called when you like if you're making something like let's say slippers? What is like the first thing that you make
Like you're manufacturing?
Prototype.
Prototype?
Yes. For that, I would just mix a bunch of things together and see what I was gonna make, and then I'll make it, and then I'll give that for
Samples to see if it works. If they don't like it, if they don't, you
Yes.
keep tinkering, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about selling? How does she go about selling her product? Anything else, Evan?
New perfume.
Hugo, you gotta say one thing. Come on. Put you on the spot. You know what selling is, right?
Yeah.
So she has a product. She wants to sell it. Well, marketing is a great way to sell it, but
My mom does marketing.
so you know about marketing. Okay. Ainsley?
I could get Sephora to invest in.
Sephora would be a great partner, and then maybe they would buy you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that start businesses want to sell the business to someone so they can get a lot of money for it. So that'd be a smart partnership, Sephora.
You
Yeah.
could also buy or rent like a store, and you can make your own store with just your brand.
Or like a pop-up. You know what a pop-up is? You ever heard of that?
So
That's
then
like a
you don't
smaller,
have-
inexpensive way to start it. Yeah.
What's the art fairs?
Art fairs? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that goes to the art fairs. They
Who's
sell.
having the art fairs? Is it Stella? So would you let her have her product there?
But that would be.
Maybe.
That wouldn't be like.
Well, you guys can do a good deal
That'd be
on.
like outside.
The winter market at the
Yeah. What, Henry?
You could do a lemonade stand to make money.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be like $20 though.
You ever been to our lemonade stand? We have really good ones. All right, so I think you guys learned a lot actually. You guys, honestly, I was very impressed with how much you guys knew and answered. Very smart, and this is some great stuff. I mean, it might change. Remember, you guys know you don't have to know what you want to do, but it's good to think about it. But the best thing to do is experience things, you guys. Like my kids are in their 20s. I'm like, don't even worry. Just take all the time you need to figure out what you like, And this is good stuff. Hope you guys learned stuff. I appreciate it. Okay.